With any installation of Google Analytics, I recommend using the Google Tag Manager. So we're going to start on that first, since that needs to be in place first before we do anything. So it's very simple and it's free. Of course, you do need to be logged in to Google to get this. So you just click here. Once you're in your browser where you're logged in onto Google, just click sign in. And you're going to see here that I've got a bunch of them here already. But I'm going to create another one just for the purposes here. So, okay, I'm just going to call this Kina e-commerce. Actually, I'm just going to do it. I'm going to do the domain here. And then I'm going to take this and I'm put the same thing. Just put, set up you need an account where you can have multiple containers. So we're creating a new account and the container. So we're going to do it is for the web. So we'll click create, and then terms of service, we just have to go forward there, and then it's going to show so here's our code that we need to put into the website. So I'm going to just get a notepad and copy all of this over here. And then I'll do okay, so I've got this copied onto a notepad, and let's just take a little look around here. So what the tag manager does is, by putting the tag manager into your funnel or store, is you'll manage your Google Analytics tag or pixel or code, and your Facebook pixel. For essentially what Tag Manager does is allows you to manage all these conversion pieces of code and to have it all in one place. So once you've got something up and running, then you might have doing ads on Facebook, on Google, on Bing, on Pinterest, and all these other platforms. And plus, you might have conversion code for your autoresponder, and Infusionsoft, and all these other platforms that have the different. You can manage it all in one place and give priority to one or the to different pixels as you need it. So, all right, so let's just close this, and we're going to leave this alone right now. Now we're going to set up our Google Analytics. So we've got the code on our here, and so now we're going to get set up Google Analytics. So the next thing, just go search for Google Analytics, and we can add a new and if you're okay, so I have analytics on multiple properties, so it's going to show me this right now. So inside of analytics, we're going to click create account, and I'll just put in the we're going to leave, for the most part, we're going to leave all the defaults here. And web, Just put the domain, HTTPS, and then select the, just pick the category that fits. Jobs and education, and your time zone, your country, and then we click create. And then we've got terms we have to accept. Okay, so now what we need is, I'm going to take this, for the most part we only need this right here, and we'll put this on our handy place right here, and that's all we're going to do for now. So here's the home page of this. So this is completely blank, there's nothing here, and now we're going to install this into Clickfunnels. All right, now we're going to take this code and put it inside of Clickfunnels. So we'll go into the settings of this funnel, and then I'm going to go and in the head tracking, so we can expand this so you can see the whole thing. I'm going to put that code here, and then the tag, they're putting only the tag manager code in here. Okay, tag manager, body code, and head tracking code, and that's all. So with this type of setup, with using Google Tag Manager, we no longer need to put in each of the codes on inside the funnel or the funnel steps. We just put this in on the settings for the funnel, and now we can control everything that happens within this funnel. Okay, so all I have to do is hit the save button, save and set up settings. Okay, and now we can just do a let's just take a look at this page, and we can do a, this was the last video that I did, and we'll open up the tag assist. So this is a Google Tag Assistant, and just go, if you want to put this in your Chrome browser, just go in and go look for it on Google, and then you just click enable, and then I'll refresh. We're going to see if Google sees the tag manager. Okay, so the tag manager is here. Oh yeah, the contain, well, we haven't done anything yet, so there's nothing in here, but it is showing it up. So you could see this number here, GTMMM85. It matches. It matches. So now we're gonna. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is go to variables, and then click new, and then we're going to click right down here. Scroll down, Google Analytics settings, and we'll put that in there, and we're going to call this UA. And now we've put in, this is the number from Analytics. So if we go into admin here, this should match. So property settings, 491-1, 491-1, and we click save. And now we go to tags, and we'll click new, and I'll just call this GA for Google Analytics, GA, and do a tag, and we're going to put this in here, and we'll see how this references the variable that we set up, GAUA, I'll go over that again. And we're not going to do any advanced settings right now. And what we're going to do is select all pages. Okay, and we're going to click Save. All right, so we have, remember I said we did this variable first, and then that it's being used in this tag. So before this, we did this configuration, but we have to submit first. So we'll just type in new. This gives you the ability to track what you changed. New GA, and I'll just. This is great in an environment where you have multiple people, and it also keeps track down here what was changed, and this just gives you in an environment where multiple people are working on this, then you can see what people are doing and roll things back if there's a problem. So now I publish that, and let's go to the website and see if it works. And so we have right here. So far, the only thing we should see in that funnel is the Google Analytics. So let's go check it out. Okay, so we're back on this page. I'm going to turn this back on, enable. And now let's take a look. And we'll click on this, the Tag Assistant. And it says it's got the Google Tag Manager. Okay, both of them are here. So our Google Analytics and the Tag Manager, this is normal for what we've set up so far. One of the things that will pop up is you'll see Google Analytics. See how this is green? This is kind of telling you that everything's good. And this one's blue, and it's got this message, non-standard implementation. And for some reason, whenever the Google Analytics is set up with Tag Manager, it does this right here. So that's just the way it is. So now if we go back into settings, you can see that all we have here in the settings is the Google Tag Manager code, and then we are seeing we see both the Google Tag Manager and Google Analytics. And with Google Tag Manager, now what I'll do in the next video is start showing you setting up the Facebook pixel and conversion events and so forth. So this will get you started with Google Analytics. And let's do I'm going to just disable this and close that, and I'm going to refresh this. And let's take a look. And you see right here, Analytics says that there's one user right now. All right, so that we know it's working. We could even look at behavior, site content, all pages. Let's see what shows up here. Yeah, right here, it says with that one real time, and we saw in the, if we click on all pages, it shows us right here that we're on Google Analytics. So if we click back over here to see how it's / Google Analytics, and that's showing up perfectly right here. So we're all set. And so yeah, we'll continue on with this, and in the next video I'll show we'll set up a Facebook pixel, and as we go we'll just deep dive into more analytics, but it's first essential to get this set up correctly so you can build upon it and really leverage Tag Manager and analytics to grow your business.